Junior. Sophomore, Melissa Burrell.
Hi everybody, welcome inside Mercer Stadium and the first Friday night of the district football season. The Hightower Hurricanes and the Travis Tigers taking each other on. Two schools that used to play each other in district games, and then they stopped for a while when Hightower was moved back down to Class 5A when their enrollment got a little bit smaller, and now they've grown back up to 6A size. District 26A is a 9-team district with the addition of Hightower, so that means everyone in 26A has to play 8 district games, and therefore the district games start right now.
Hightower High School dance team.
Hightower comes into this game with a record of 1-1. They felt pretty good about themselves when they had that win against Pearland Dawson in week 1, but they did lose some players to injuries. Coach Cornelius Anthony not really telling me who they are, but we'll figure it out as the game goes on. Last week they lost more players to injury, and they lost to a great Westfield team. They kind of took a spanking there. Travis, on the other hand, is not used to being 0-2, but that's what they are right now, and they lost 50-7 to Foster last week. We'll sort all that stuff out on the Equitable Advisors Countdown to Kickoff show. We'll be right back on VypeFortBend.com.
Ever take your hands off the wheel and your auto starts veering left or right? That's your vehicle's way of saying, hey, I'm out of alignment and you're ruining the tires. First Tire and Automotive, 4 convenient locations, make sure you won't be driving crooked in the carpool lanes. Take advantage of free standard alignment with purchase of 4 tires and 15% on AC Delco batteries. Check out the website firsttireandauto.com for details and to book your appointment today. First Tire and Automotive with 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. firsttireandauto.com.
Welcome to the Equitable Advisors Countdown to Kickoff show. I don't know if you could hear in the background just a second ago they were playing Already Gone, but pre-district is already gone, and now Hightower has taken on Travis in a game that counts. These two teams haven't faced each other in a district game for several seasons. Cornelius Anthony, what? First of all, sum up your pre-district season and what your guys showed you they could do.
Well, we went 1-1. We won against a very good Pearland Dawson team, and we lost against Westfield. Unfortunately, we had a lot of injuries. We even had a lot of injuries in the Pearland Dawson game. But one of the things that, they showed me is that they're not going to quit. Even when things were not going their way, the guys who stepped in for those who were in, those starters that were injured, didn't quit, and they played and fought hard. And so I'm very pleased with the heart that our team displayed even when facing adversity.
Then I'll bet your trainers were brutally busy this week and try and get everybody ready to play who could possibly be ready to play. Do you have those dinged up guys all back, or there's still a few missing?
There's still a lot missing, but it is what it is. It's the next man up mentality, and I'm very, very pleased with the play and the production that I've been getting from the guys who are normally reserves that are stepping in starting roles for the first time.
And for the record, I hope you play Westfield again, because there's only one way that could happen, and that would be on the Saturday before Christmas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. So I'm sure you would relish a rematch with those guys.
Relish is an understatement. I would. Awesome.
All right, Coach Anthony, one more thing I want to ask you about. You haven't played too many games here at Mercer, and it's not Hightower's home stadium in a normal year. I can't wait till we get back to Hall. But usually the wind doesn't blow out of the south. What's your kicking game like? What's the range of your kicker if you don't have to kill me in order to give me that answer?
Well, I can't divulge that growing up, and so it's a bit of nostalgia as I walk on this field. Although it was AstroTurf when I played, now it's field turf and a lot better surface. So just bringing back a lot of old memories when number 23 for Elkins used to run up and down this field making tackles.
The fuzzy concrete. It was horrible. All right, that is Cornelius Anthony of Hightower, and you can't tell me your kicker's name though, right?
Yes, his name is Hudson Dunphy, and we also have Jacoby Agbana. So we have a dual kicking threat tonight. And so, like I said, it'll be interesting to see how each of them do with this headwind coming into them.
I think they can hear it blowing over the microphone of our recording device here. Thanks for being with us, Coach. Good luck tonight against Travis.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll be back with trash-talking cheerleaders here on the Equitable Advisors Countdown to Kickoff show on VypeFortBend.com. We love to stir the pot, and we'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgigs.
You're listening to the Countdown to Kickoff show. We're the Hightower cheerleaders, and our boys are going to rock Travis like a hurricane on VypeFortBend.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Next Level Urgent Care supports Fort Bend County sports and supports you whenever you're hurting. Next Level is here for the community, open 7 days a week, 9 till 9, for you and your family at more than 30 Greater Houston locations, including Sugar Land, Sienna, Greatwood, Longmeadow, and 4 in Katy. From ow to wow, Next Level Urgent Care has you covered. And if you're short on time, Next Level has an app to get you in line right away. Just text NLUC APP to 313131 for Next Level Urgent Care. The Vols are coming out tonight. We're the Tiger cheerleaders, and Coach Chisholm is next on the Countdown to Kickoff show. Go Tigers!
Hey Becky, what about this beat for your next song?
It's cool, but I'm into faster stuff lately, like Xfinity that gives me beyond gig speeds.
Got it. What about this then?
It sounds powerful, just like Xfinity. Because its supersonic Wi-Fi has 3 times the bandwidth, you can connect hundreds of devices at once.
That's what I call power.
Unbeatable internet from Xfinity. Made to do anything so you can do anything.
Get the Xfinity Supersonic Bundle with unlimited gig speed internet, Wi-Fi equipment included, and a free 4K streaming box. All for $50 a month with a 2-year internet rate guarantee and no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/gig, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New Gigabit Extra internet customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity internet. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes wireless usage. After 24 months, regular rates apply. Requires compatible Xfinity gateway.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Countdown to Kickoff show, the Equitable Advisors Countdown to Kickoff show. And it's time to visit with Trey Sissom of Travis as you begin your district schedule. I don't think I've seen your team 0-2 since I've been doing this, or maybe even since I've been living in Fort Bend County. Am I right, or at least during your tenure?
That's pretty good statement right there. Now we played some good people. Obviously, spring first week in Foster, week 2. So we've tested ourselves. We've got a lot of young kids that we're trying to grow up, and it's not going to get any easier tonight. Hightower's coming in. They've played an unbelievable schedule as well. So we're hoping we can kind of get healthy this week and play a little bit better and improve a little bit and see what we can do in this first game in district.
All right. I just kind of like football lore, and I don't know that this really applies so much, but you remember the story of the Junction Boys and how brutal Bear Bryant was on the Aggies in August of 1957. I know we work on safety for the athletes, and that's so important. So we're never going to unpleasant practices, because what happened the last couple of weeks is not what Travis is used to, and I know you won't accept it.
Even though, the scores haven't been the way we've wanted, we're still learning from what we do. Like I said, we've got a lot of young kids that have never played varsity football, and some of them still got a little bit of baby fat on them and those kind of things. So we're working those out. But it's been good. The kids have come to work every day, and we're trying to get better. And it's just another opportunity against a really, really good Hightower team.
I like those homespun expressions. It's been a while since I've heard the term baby fat. It's kind of not PC. That's why I like it. But I guess you have the guys that you want in the spots that you're going to put them in, and they just need to do better, right? You're not making some big lineup shakeup, are you?
No. Like I say, we do what we do. I mean, and it's been that way since we've started. It's just like I say, we've got a lot of kids that we need to be making plays that haven't so far, and then we've got a lot of young kids that's got to learn how to get into that position to make the play. And that's football. That's you go through those things with your teams. It's exciting to get out here. Like I say, and we're not going to play a soft schedule very often. We want to play some good people with some good competition, just to kind of see where we're at. Because like I say, you can win a lot of games or playing lesser opponents and say, but you really don't learn what you need to, and then you get against somebody like a Hightower team that's coached very well, that's got some phenomenal athletes, and your kids don't respond. So we've had a great week of practice. We're enjoying the weather. We've got a little bit of a south breeze for the first time, and it's actually not 170 degrees, and the mosquitoes aren't out. So we're excited about tonight.
All right, I am too. This is the best part of my week, of course, and I enjoyed the first 2 weeks, but those games don't count. These really do. So the slate is wiped clean, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Roger. Appreciate y'all.
We'll be back to kick it off from Mercer Stadium, Hightower and Travis, right after this.
What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
Equitable Advisors, financial professionals know the path to a fulfilling future begins with getting to know who you are and what matters to you most. Equitable Advisors work with people as individuals, and that's how they deliver on their mission, just like my friend Nick Arevalo, CFP. Talk to your local Equitable Advisor financial professional or visit nickarevalo.com. That's NICKAREVALO.com. Together, you can plan a future that reflects all of who you are with Nick Arevalo. Equitable Advisors, LLC, New York, New York. Member FINRA, SIPC. The Travis Tigers have just run out onto the field. The captains will soon be meeting in the middle of the field to figure out who's going to receive and all that stuff. And we'll be right back on VypeFortBend.com. Our coverage is brought to you by Xfinity Mobile. Break free from the big three with internet or wireless that does it all. Unbeatable internet made to do anything so you can do anything. By First Tire and Auto, 4 great Fort Bend County locations where you can get the best prices on tires and anything your vehicle needs to run at its very best. All 4 locations open Monday through Saturday. Visit firsttireandauto.com. By Next Level Urgent Care with more than 30 locations in Greater Houston, including Sugar Land, Sienna, Longmeadow, Greatwood, and 4 locations in Katy. From OW to WOW, Next Level Urgent Care has you covered. By Archer Volkswagen, open since 1956 and ready to serve you. Archer Volkswagen is on Highway 59 South, just inside the Sam Houston Tollway. You will feel like family at Archer Volkswagen. And we're brought to you by the Needville Insurance Agency. Put hundreds, if not thousands of dollars back in your pocket when Bradley Stavanaugh and his team shop all those insurance carriers. We'll tell you about Needville Insurance when we come back on VypeFortBend.com.
Hey, Becky, what about this beat for your next song?
It's cool, but I'm into faster stuff lately. Like Xfinity that gives me beyond gig speeds.
Got it. What about this then?
It sounds powerful, just like Xfinity. Because its supersonic Wi-Fi has 3 times the bandwidth, you can connect hundreds of devices at once.
That's what I call power.
Unbeatable internet from Xfinity. Made to do anything so you can do anything.
Get the Xfinity Supersonic Bundle with unlimited gig speed internet, Wi-Fi equipment included, and a free 4K streaming box. All for $50 a month with a 2-year internet rate guarantee and no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/gig, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New Gigabit Extra internet customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity internet. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes wireless usage. After 24 months, regular rates apply. Requires compatible Xfinity gateway.
Ever take your hands off the wheel and your auto starts veering left or right? That's your vehicle's way of saying, hey, I'm out of alignment and you're ruining the tires. First Tire and Automotive, 4 convenient locations, make sure you won't be driving crooked in the carpool lanes. Take advantage of free standard alignment with purchase of 4 tires and 15% on AC Delco batteries. Check out the website firsttireandauto.com for details and to book your appointment today. First Tire and Automotive with 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. firsttireandauto.com.
Next Level Urgent Care supports Fort Bend County sports and supports you whenever you're hurting. Next Level is here for the community, open 7 days a week, 9 till 9, for you and your family at more than 30 Greater Houston locations, including Sugar Land, Sienna, Greatwood, Longmeadow, and 4 in Katy. From ow to wow, Next Level Urgent Care has you covered. And if you're short on time, Next Level has an app to get you in line right away. Just text NLUC APP to 313131 for Next Level Urgent Care.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
All right, thank you, Bradley Stavanaugh. As I said before we went to that last break, the Needville Insurance Agency team can shop all the carriers, and they'll find the very lowest premium for you. Bradley Stavanaugh and the Needville Insurance Agency will save you money on your car insurance. HomeInsuranceFront.com. By the way, Travis fans, on Tuesday night we'll have a volleyball match from Wheeler Fieldhouse, which is going to receive the ball to start the first quarter, and they will try to move the ball from left to right, that is from north to south. They'll be going into the wind, I guess, over the next few days. We've got Travis football tonight, and then Travis volleyball against Austin. That's a good neighborhood rivalry on Tuesday evening. Tuesday night volleyball right between Travis and Austin on West Belfort. All right, Travis is the home team, maybe even. They do have silver helmets, that I know, with a red T on either side. The Hightower Hurricanes in the white road jerseys with the forest green numerals trimmed in black, and the black pants and black helmets. Their kicker is Jacoby Ogbonna.
Jalen Davis.
Elijah Garner back to receive the kick. And the kick skitters along the ground, and it's 30-yard line to the 31 as McCoy brings it back.
Tackled by Hightower's 21. Braylon.
Jaden McCoy brought it back. And Hightower sent Braylon Prude there on the tackle.
Purdy on the side. It'll be
Drew Sissom, the quarterback for the Travis Tigers.
Starting at their own 31.
And last Friday night against Foster, it was a game they would just as soon forget. But here they go. 1st and 10 from the 31. Ball on the left hash. Sissom to throw on first down. Drops back. Throws over the middle. Got a completion. 40-yard line and a pickup of about 9 yards.
Pass 1 is completed.
He hit Cooper Atkins.
16 with 9 yards. Drew Sissom.
And on the tackle was Cameron Reddick.
Cooper Atkins.
2nd down and 1. A lot of things you can do in the playbook on second and short like this. They send a man in motion. That's Horace Tigernan, or Tigernan Horace. And they swing it out there to him on a little hitch screen, and it gains nothing. In fact, it may be a 1-yard loss. Several Hurricanes all in there on the tackle. Traylon Bellany. Traylon last year, I believe that was in the third round. So after it was 2nd and 1, it is now 3rd and 2 for Travis. We're just into the second minute of the ball game. Sissom flips it out there. There goes Horace. And he's got a first down with a hard 5-yard run over the left side.
Tiger first down. 24. Tigerman Tom Horace.
Horace is a senior. Travis does not huddle. They go ahead and go right up there to the line. 3-man defensive front for the Hightower Hurricanes. Sissom sends a man in motion, empty backfield. Drops back, steps up, looks down the field. Late over the middle, and it's complete. He got the ball to Jackson Farr.
And another Tiger first down.
Farr was going to his knees, but it is a catch for exactly 10 yards and another first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs.
Hightowers 46.
They're in Hightower territory at the 46. Jet sweep coming from left to right. It's Nefemi Rufai trying to turn it up, but the Hightower defense responds well, and they limit him to about a 3-yard gain. Hightower's got a lot of size up front. That was Robert Staten Jr. Our Archer Volkswagen countdown. Never mind. I'm going to think about what I'm going to say and say it better. I don't have a partner to say the other stuff. Not a cloud in the sky, though. 2nd down and 5. That was a bigger gain than I thought. Sissom pumps short, throws deep, and just beyond the outstretched fingertips of Brent Johnson. Incomplete. Will make it 3rd down and 5. That first down play, I thought it was just a 2-yard gain. It was actually a gain of 5. I guess someone was burrowing through the pile. The Archer Volkswagen keys to victory for Travis are accuracy in the passing possession. It's gone pretty well. They protect him well all day to throw. And now he's scrambling to his left. He's hit and dropped. It's a sack. Jermal Felix ran him down. And that's a big loss back to the 50. Accuracy by your quarterback. You got to make sure you protect him. But in that case, Sissom had a lot of time to throw. What was done so well was the secondary coverage by Hightower. So it is Leo Esteban ready to punt. The line of scrimmage is the 50. Three men up ahead of Esteban to protect him and make sure nobody blocks this punt. He drops the snare. It is caught, and Caleb Davis making a good decision because, you know, the ball could land 3 feet inside the sideline, and you don't need that.
The Kings offense onto the field for the first time.
19-yard line. So Coach Anthony was tight-lipped about who's going to be playing tonight for Hightower. But it looks like they've got Joseph Stewart in there at quarterback. That's the guy they wanted to have, and they give it off on a draw play in the first play, and it's only going to be a gain of about 1.
Men at the line of scrimmage, Austin Bowen. 42 for the home team with the tackle, Nicholas Laura.
Jeremy Payne is number 6. He's their main man, but I have a feeling that we're just not going to see Jeremy Payne. He's probably one of those walking wounded players. 2nd down and a long 9. Dropping back to Stewart. Stands strong, throws far sideline, and it's wide of his target. He missed Kenyon Grant over by the sideline. That would have been a first down.
Kenyon Grant.
Travis fans are not used to their team being 0-2, so they desperately need a win here tonight, and they'll root their guts out for it. Good crowd on hand. Stewart on 3rd and a long 9, drops back. They protect him again. Sideline. That time he got his man. Exact same play, and it's a first down at the 34. 14-yard pickup.
Joseph Stewart to Kenyon Grant.
Yep, Kenyon Grant was the man, and that's a first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com. For Hightower, the Archer Volkswagen key to victory is the running game, and they have a big physical offensive line, but they don't have their main man, that being Jeremy Payne. So if they can open up holes for Austin Bowen and move the ball consistently on the ground, I think they have a good chance tonight. There's a quick swing pass, and it's a gain of only one, if that. They got it out there to Austin Bowen, but quickly it was Thomason Olarunfemi coming up to make the tackle.
Austin Bowen nowhere.
Olarunfemi's been making great plays for Travis for 2 full varsity seasons, and now he is a senior. And my, oh my, how time flies. I remember when he was, well, actually, now that I think about it, he's only a junior. And that's great news. You know, the COVID lockdown thing just kind of messed up my perception of years. All right, 1 yard gain there at the line. If he had caught that, he was going to set sail. There's no way that they would have stopped him from the pick six on that play. Must pass situation. His receivers out to the right are Kenyon Grant and Dylan Sublett. And to intended receiver Zion Kearney. And so it's going to be time to punt.
Incomplete, intended for 4. Punting unit comes out on the field.
Jalen Davis will do the punting for Travis, and back deep to receive it is Nefemi Rufai. A little warm if you're a football player. High snap. Davis barely gets it away, end over end. Rufai lets it bounce once, twice. 5:59 to go in this first quarter. We'll be right back on VypeFortBend.com.
From 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
On the first play, it's a loss for Travis as the big guys up front for Hightower made the play. Absolutely. That one to absolutely bury.
Second and 13 for the Tigers.
Tigernan get to the edge, and he can't. He's dropped for a 4-yard loss back to the 10.
For negative yardage.
It's going to be 3rd and 17 to outrun the pursuit and turn it upfield.
Chaplain ball carrier 24.
It's Ty McGuire, but I'm not certain. System drops back on 3rd and 17, far sideline, lofts it up, passes broken up, incomplete.
Pass was incomplete and broken up.
He was intending it for Robert Sims, and it was Keelan Fountain rather.
It was intended for number 2.
And you know, when you get plays like that, it's pretty.
Cole Burrow.
All right, so it's going to be a different putter now. Esteban dropped that first snap, and he's been replaced. It is Cole Vero. And the snap is over his head, over the end line. Safety for Hightower. The Hurricanes get on the board first. It is 2-0. Well, that escalated quickly. We'll be back. 4:41 to go in the quarter. 2-0 Canes.
It's cool, but I'm into faster stuff lately. Like Xfinity that gives me beyond gig speeds.
Got it. What about this then?
It sounds powerful, just like
Power.
Unbeatable internet from Xfinity. Made to do anything so you can do anything.
Get the Xfinity Supersonic Bundle with unlimited gig speed internet, Wi-Fi equipment included, and a free 4K streaming box. All for $50 a month with a 2-year internet rate guarantee and no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/gig, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions pay Xfinity Internet. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes wireless usage. After 24 months, regular rates apply. Requires compatible Xfinity gateway.
All right, I was telling you we're on top with a safety when Travis had trouble in the punting game for the second punting attempt in a row. Still going, and maybe going all the way. It's Zion Kearney all the way for a touchdown, but wait. There's a flag at the Travis 30-yard line.
What you got? There's Lennon on the field at the 30.
Zion Kearney caught it between the numbers and the sideline over here on the near side, near the 40 to the house. Showed his speed. Didn't have to make a whole lot of moves, but I'm pretty sure Gary Godwin, the referee, is going to tell us it's coming back. Well, he's turning on his microphone, and he's indicating, he's trying to talk, but it's just not coming through the microphone. Anyway, I could tell it's illegal block in the back. And because I can't read his lips from 60 to 70 yards away, the name will be omitted to protect the guilty. But they walk off the penalty to the 40-yard line of Travis. It's still a pretty good return, as you usually expect to get when one team kicks off from the 20 after they've given up a safety. Have you ever thought about in football, really they ought to call a safety a touchback and they ought to call a touchback a safety? It makes more sense to me. All right, here goes Hightower with the one-back setup. Austin Bowen behind Stewart. He takes the handoff deep in the backfield, goes to the left side, shreds one tackle and gets a 3-yard pickup to the 37 of Travis.
25 slipped through one tackle, but wasn't able to skate.
Run out of bounds by Darrell Bay of the Travis Tigers.
On the carry, 12 defensively, and Jaden McCoy.
Reaching the 4-minute mark in the first quarter, 2-0 Hightower on top. First district game for
gain of 3.
Both of these teams. Hightower meeting familiar opponents. Stewart turns around and hands it off and hit in the backfield for a loss of 2.
Ball carrier dropped at the line.
Absolutely nowhere, as I believe that time they gave it to Michael Amy.
For the Tigers, Brand Huckins.
Huckins on the tackle for the Travis Tigers as we reach the 3.5-minute mark. 3rd down and 9. Joseph Stewart was a quarterback that when I talked to Coach Anthony in preseason workouts, he seemed very comfortable with having Stewart throw the football. And here he is in one of those must-throw situations. And it looks like they have Austin Bowen at running back. Receivers to the left side of the formation. Bootleg, Stewart stands strong, throws a little safety valve pass complete. 35-30 and out of bounds near the first down as he delivered to his running back, Caleb Davis. And I think that's enough for the first down. No, they marked him out at the 32, 2 yards short. It is 4th and 2. Prior to the game, during our Equitable Advisors countdown to kickoff show, I was asking Coach Anthony if he could give us the range of his kickers, and no, he would only give me their names and their ranks and their serial numbers. He says he has 2 kickers that he is likely to use. Well, Travis needs to stand up tall on defense, as Hightower is going to go for it. They have an up back for extra blocking. That's Dylan Sublett, and now timeout is called prior to this 4th and 2 play. And that's a great opportunity for us to tell you about Equitable Advisors. Equitable Advisors financial professionals know the path to a fulfilling future begins with getting to know who you are and what matters to you most. Equitable Advisors work with people as individuals, and that's how they deliver on their mission, just like my friend Nick Arevalo, CFP. Talk to your local Equitable Advisor financial professional or visit nickarevalo.com. That's NICKAREVALO.com. Together you can plan a future that reflects all of who you are. Equitable Advisors, LLC, New York, New York. Member FINRA, SIPC.
Folks, tonight's delicious food for the First Box and Media and Coaches was brought to you by Tasties. Catering, proud sponsor of Fort Bend ISD Athletics. Contact Tasties.
By the way, next week on Thursday night, it's Elkins and Clements. Then on Friday, it's Travis taking on Dulles right here at Mercer. Friday night, more Travis Tiger football. Stewart rolling to his right on 4th and 2, throws late, and it's right on target at the 16. Oh, a beautiful pinpoint pass for a first down as he got it to Elijah Jones. Oh my goodness, that was just about a metacarpal away from a tip away. In other words, a Travis Tiger could have gotten a fingertip on it if he'd been 1 centimeter closer to the ball. Oh, that was a magnificent pass, right on target.
Now at
16-yard line. Hightower already up 2-0 and in the red zone. They have the tight end Jones on the left side of the formation here. Stewart is going to bootleg it. He's looking in the corner, throws late, and he's got his man. And a catch. Touchdown. Hurricanes. The running back, Caleb Davis.
Caleb Davis.
Oh, my goodness. Travis Tigers fans are not liking this at all because since the beginning of that Foster game last week, they've been outscored 60-7. This is just not who the Travis Tigers are. Certainly not who they have been over the years.
On a 16-yard touchdown pitch and catch.
I didn't do my math properly, however. 58-7. And now they're going to try the extra point kick, which would make it 59-7. But they're going to go for 2. It's a fake. Rolling to the left and throwing deep in the end zone. Caught! Elijah Jones made the catch. The holder was Jalen Davis, and he threw it. So a 2-pointer makes it 10-0.
Jalen Davis.
Travis Tigers got to get up off the mat. Hightower executing beautifully despite being shorthanded. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com. It is 10-0 after that 2-point was successful. 2:42 to go in the first.
Hey, Becky, what about this beat for your next song?
It's cool, but I'm into faster stuff lately. Like Xfinity that gives me beyond gig speeds.
Got it. What about this then?
It sounds powerful, just like Xfinity. Because its supersonic Wi-Fi has 3 times the bandwidth, you can connect hundreds of devices at once.
That's what I call power.
Unbeatable internet from Xfinity. Made to do anything so you can do anything.
Get the Xfinity Supersonic Bundle with unlimited gig speed internet, Wi-Fi equipment included, and a free 4K streaming box. All for $50 a month with a 2-year internet rate guarantee and no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/gig, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New Gigabit Extra internet customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity internet. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes wireless usage. After 24 months, regular rates apply. Requires compatible Xfinity gateway.
Hightower ready to kick off. They lead 10-0. Travis will try to come back. There's a little squib kick. And it bounces up, and one of the Travis receivers on the second line gets it and takes it across the 30 to the 32. A return of 7 in the hands of Jackson Farr. On the tackle for Hightower was Chase Burton. By the way, tomorrow's action will be Ridge Point against Bush. It's a 6 o'clock kickoff, but we want you to join us for the countdown to kickoff show at 5:40 p.m. Texas and Alabama will be done by then. And we've got a flag prior to the snap, and we'll take a quick break after this for the Office Depot.
We see all you do to get work done, whether it's keeping your office clean or redesigning your space for 3 or 300. Our business is to keep business going. Buy online and pick up in store, or get free next business day shipping at Office Depot, Office Max, and OfficeDepot.com.
We'd like to thank the folks at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land, taking care of business every day so we can bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. That's volleyball on Tuesday and at least 3 football games Thursday, Friday, Saturday. On 1st and 15 following the penalty, Sissom drops back and throws a little comeback route, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Cooper Atkins. And the ball came in a little bit wide. I guess Sissom did not expect Atkins to turn inward as far as he did. So now it's 2nd and 15. 3 receivers to the right of the formation. Sissom, quick flip. There goes Horace. Up the numbers on the right side. Good rushing yardage. Bounces off tacklers and takes it out to the 37-yard line.
Fighting its way across the 35-yard line for positive yardage.
9 yards for the Travis Tigers. Very manageable situation here. On third down, it'll be 6 yards to go. They've got to protect Sissom. Trips receivers formation on the right side. That's the near side, right by the numbers. Hightower linemen move, but they don't jump across, so no flag. Play clock is at 9. Sissom looking over at the sideline on 3rd and 6. Now Horace moves to his left. 2 seconds, 1 second. And a flag flies. It's a delay of game penalty. I'm not sure why they allowed that to happen, but wait a minute.
Delay of game. Number 1 in the offense. 5-yard penalty.
One of the officials over here by the sideline appeared to be trying to get referee Gary Godwin's attention and say they called timeout prior to the delay of game penalty, but the Tigers did not, did not get that timeout called. So it's 3rd down and 11. Still a 3-man front for Hightower. It's been giving him decent pressure on Sissom so far, and he throws late and it's picked off. Intercepted at the 41-yard line. It's in the hands of number 7 for Hightower, Chisholm Onwuzurigbo.
Chisholm Ogaloa.
Onwuzurigbo. That's it. Onwuzurigbo. Onwuzurigbo. That's a pick. By the way, I'm looking at a text. And I got to write a text here.
At the 41-yard line of Travis.
All right, here we go. Stewart out of an empty backfield, drops back, trying to set up the screen. Now he scrambles, gets away and still going. 40-yard line, 35, 30, near sideline, and dropped from behind. Thomason Olorunfemi with great defensive pursuit.
And it was good enough for
ran him down from behind, but it was a first down.
For the home team, it was 7. Olorunfemi.
I have an advantage over the PA guy. I have known Thomason Olorunfemi's mom for quite some time.
First set of downs at Travis's 27.
1st and 10 from the 27 of Travis, and they go back to the ground game. And it's a good gain, about 8 yards as they keep feeding the big dog, Austin Bowen.
At the 19-yard line.
Olorunfemi and on the tackle, and he limps away from it a little bit. 24 seconds left in the half. We might have, in the quarter. We might have seen the final play of the quarter, but now the Hurricanes coming up to the line. You know what? Now they're stepping away. I think they're just going to let the quarter end, and we will do the same. This is VypeFortBend.com. 10-0 Hightower over Travis after 1. We'll be back after this break.
Hey, Becky, what about this beat for your next song?
It's cool, but I'm into faster stuff lately. Like Xfinity that gives me beyond gig speeds.
Got it. What about this then?
It sounds powerful, just like Xfinity. Because its supersonic Wi-Fi has 3 times the bandwidth, you can connect hundreds of devices at once.
That's what I call power.
Unbeatable internet from Xfinity. Made to do anything so you can do anything.
Get the Xfinity Supersonic Bundle with unlimited gig speed internet, Wi-Fi equipment included, and a free 4K streaming box. All for $50 a month with a 2-year internet rate guarantee and no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/gig, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New Gigabit Extra internet customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity internet. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes wireless usage. After 24 months, regular rates apply. Requires compatible Xfinity gateway.
I skipped a syllable. Let me start over. Hightower up 10-0. And threatening because they're in the red zone at the 19-yard line with a 2nd down and only 2 yards to go. Jacob Stewart under center. Turns around, gives it off on the jet sweep. And great pursuit by the Travis defense. And they limit it to a gain of 1. So it'll be 3rd down and 1. Hightower handed it off to Zion Kearney. And he tried to run the jet sweep from left to right, but talk about great pursuit by a big man, Tadarian Smith, a sophomore. And you know what? Based on where they spot him, it's not 3rd and 1, it's still 3rd and 2. No gain on that previous play.
Dropped to the backfield for a loss. Zion Kearney. Tackler through the 26, Anthony Oliver.
2 receivers in the slot on the right side. Kearney, stretch play, hands it off. There goes Bowen, right up the middle, following his blockers and inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal from there.
Another Hightower 1st down. 1st and goal.
Another tackle by Tadarian Smith, but that one
for the Canes.
Several yards away from the line of scrimmage, as it was a great push up front by the big physical Hightower offensive line. In the countdown to kickoff show, Coach Cornelius Anthony told me his Hurricanes were depleted by injury, but they are certainly playing like first teamers all the way across as they threaten to expand on their 10-0 lead. It is 1st and goal at the 9. Stewart with Bowen in the backfield. Hands it off, stretch play left. Bowen looking for the pylon, now turns it up the hash marks, fighting toward the goal line, and he is in for a touchdown. Hightower on top now, 16-0 with 10:18 to go in the quarter.
For Hightower, 25, Austin Bowen.
Whoa, Nelly, says Travis. You know, as I was talking to Coach Sissom in the countdown to kickoff show, I made a reference to the Junction Boys. Some of you who know old football lore, Texas college football lore, remember that in 57 rather, Bear Bryant was the head coach of Texas A&M. They're going to go for 2 here. Running play to the left and stop short. Olaroon Femi makes a clutch tackle on Caleb Davis. So the 2-point try fails, but it is 16-0. Hightower over Travis. Will step aside and be back, and I'll tell you more about the Junction Boys in 1957.
Ever take your hands off the wheel and your auto starts veering left or right? That's your vehicle's way of saying, hey, I'm out of alignment and you're ruining the tires. First Tire and Automotive, 4 convenient locations, make sure you won't be driving crooked in the carpool lanes. Take advantage of free standard alignment with purchase of 4 tires and 15% on AC Delco batteries. Check out the website firsttireandauto.com for details and to book your appointment today. First Tire and Automotive with 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. firsttireandauto.com.
Next Level Urgent Care supports Fort Bend County sports and supports you whenever you're hurting. Next Level is here for the community, open 7 days a week, 9 till 9, for you and your family at more than 30 Greater Houston locations, including Sugar Land, Sienna, Greatwood, Longmeadow, and 4 in Katy. From ow to wow, Next Level Urgent Care has you covered. And if you're short on time, Next Level has an app to get you in line right away. Just text NLUC APP to 313131 for Next Level Urgent Care.
Jaden McCoy returning the kickoff for the Travis Tigers right up the middle of the field from about the 15, and he carries it nearly to the 30, and that's where the Canes push him back. By the way, Next Level Urgent Care is our halftime show sponsor, and you are going to want to stick around for halftime because we've got Todd Callis, the TV voice of the Houston Astros, and we've also got Ashley Pickle, one of the fantastic reporter correspondents on High School Scoreboard Live, the show that I always watch first thing in the morning on Saturday. All right. Just a 2-score game, as bad as Travis has looked thus far. They're still down 16-0, and now Sissom on first down, rolls to his right, throws near the sideline, almost got his man, but there was good double coverage down there. Brent Johnson was the intended receiver between the 50 and the Hightower 45. One of the defenders was Chisholm. I'm going to try this again. On Wazurigbo.
Brett Johnson, well covered.
That's right. You heard me. On Wazurigbo. Cade Phillips was also back there. Second down and 10 after the incomplete pass. 10 minutes to go in the half. And now here comes Horace trying to get around the left corner. And he's dropped for a loss of a yard. He got outside the numbers. Horace is a good, strong, straight-ahead runner. He just cannot seem to get around the pursuit because Hightower has big defenders, but boy, can they move.
Sugarhead on the stop for the Hurricanes.
That was a 2-yard loss. So now it's 3rd down and 12. Empty backfield. 4 receivers on the right side, 1 on the left. System drops back. Here comes the rush. Gets rid of it quickly, and it's a completion, but well short of the first down. They needed 12, and they only got 6 on the quick slant to Brent Johnson, who had to dive as he caught it.
Brent Johnson.
And I wonder, will Travis go ahead and go for it? Nope. They're sending out the punting unit, which I think is the right decision.
3-yard line to keep the drive alive, and it's going to be 4th down.
And they will call upon Co Vero or Co Vero.
Led by Vero. Receiving for
I'm going to go with Vero because that's what the PA guy says. Looks like it's Caleb Davis back to return the punt. Low snap, but a clean one. And it's a low, wobbly punt. Comes down to 36. Davis up the far sideline. Got ahead of steam and got all the way into Travis territory before he was folded, spindled, and mutilated near the 46. Make it the 45, so it's a 20-yard return. That punt was kind of low, and it gave Caleb Davis a chance to catch it a little bit on the run, and then he just shifted into a higher gear. The Travis defense has been out there a long time already, and now here they have to find a way, somehow, some way, to stop Hightower.
On the return, holding, number 21 of the return team, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Step.
Okay, my apologies. I did not see a penalty flag.
Folks, in November, Fort Bend ISD has called an election to approve its tax rate in what's called a VAT.
By the way, have you ever tried to unscrew the top on a water bottle, and you know they have a little ring that it's supposed to separate from, and sometimes it never separates, and wow, I turned that thing about 97 times, and I finally got it open.
And be sure to register to vote.
All right.
In the November election.
Hightower has it back, leading 16-0, 8:31 to go in the half.
King.
Stewart fakes the delay, throws to Caleb Davis in the slot, breaks between 2 defenders, and he's gone. 30, 25, 20, all the way to the pylon. He slows down and easily scores from 57 yards, a one-play touchdown drive. And Hightower is just laying waste to the Travis Tigers right now. It was just an easy pitch and catch as Stewart threw it out there to Davis. He found enough daylight between 2 red jerseys, and then once he got past them, there was really no one in his way. So it's 57 yards. And that makes it 22-0. They go for 2. Caleb Davis takes the direct snap and runs it in. A 2-pointer makes it 24-0. And when we come back, Hightower will kick off on VypeFortBend.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
So one of our Archer Volkswagen keys to victory was for the Travis Tigers to get accurate passes by Drew Sissom. Now, they have protected him on most of the plays, and he's been pretty accurate with a lot of his passes, but that becomes a more complicated thing when you're down 24-0. You kind of have to abandon the running game, and Hightower has a good pass rush with their defensive front. There are no runts. They have a defensive front, and they're all big. And so you can get a good pass rush with just 3 players when you have players as good as Hightower. The kickoff skitters along, and it bounces up. And a return to the 30-yard line by Brent Johnson, the wide receiver. And do we have a flag? No.
For the home team's 9.
We do not.
Dwayne Chappelle.
You say Dwayne Chappelle made the tackle. That's pretty
Well,
cool.
don't forget to pay the concession stands a visit for your treats. Be back in your seats for a halftime performance. Both bands be taking fill.
Correction, Dwayne Chappelle was the kick returner that time. On 1st and 10, screen pass. Sissom throws one, and it's complete, but his receiver, Robert Sims, slips and falls immediately on catching the pass.
Incomplete.
So it was incomplete? I guess it was. Okay. And it's just as well, because it would have been a loss of 1 had he caught it.
12. Stanton Jr. 2nd and 10 for the home team.
2nd and 10 from the 30. Left hash mark as Travis goes right to left in quarter number 2. Sissom hands it off to Horace. Up the middle. Decent gain, about 3 yards, but that'll leave him with a 3rd down and 7 as he carries it to the 33. Traylon Bellany on the pile for Hightower.
In Tiggerhand. Running into the chest of 25. Austin Bowen. 35 defensively. That was Xavier.
7.5 minutes before halftime. Travis trailing 24-0. Draw play to Horace. There he goes up the middle. Bounces off one tackler. Runs over a second and gets the 1st down at the 41.
Running hard near the 1st down marker. And the chains are moving. 1st down, Tigers.
Cade Phillips came up. He was the 3rd tackler to make decent contact on Horace. And I told you, Horace can run very well between the tackles. He's very powerful straight ahead. But getting to the edge is not his strength. 7 minutes, clock ticking. And there's a whistle before the snap. I think all of the Travis players moved before the ball had been snapped. By the way, I'm looking out at the southern horizon beyond the First Colony homes.
Full start. Number 2 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
All right, so they call Robert Sims, the wide receiver, for the false start. But I believe we're going to get a full moon tonight. I really don't know for sure. I can look at what's not quite a full moon, and I'll think it looks full to me. But in any case, it is a thing of beauty. It's got kind of a pinkish hue. I'd like to say hi to George Costanza, listening in Long Island. Dropping back his Sissom, swings it out to Horace, and it's off his hands, incomplete. And Sissom had to throw that ball pretty quickly because he was being pressured. Yeah, the guy who got over there in the backfield, that was Jamal Felix. Travis fans yearning for their team to get a score on the board before halftime with 6:33 to go and the clock stopped following that incompletion at 2nd down and 15. You know, they had the false start penalty when it was 1st and 10. Rolling to his left is Sissom. The right-hander now runs to his right. He's going to scramble. He's being pursued from behind, and he picks up 7 yards. So that's a pretty good run. That'll leave them with a 3rd down and 8. Great fashion show here at Mercer Stadium tonight. Casual wear being modeled by Travis students, and most of them are down, seated near the bottom of the stands, but 4 of them were kind enough to walk by. The Hawaiian shirt, very popular.
Hightower to keep this drive alive.
Meanwhile, back on the field, 3rd down and 8. We're under 6 minutes before halftime. Join us for the Next Level Urgent Care halftime show. Todd Callis and Ashley Pickle. You will enjoy listening to both of them, I promise. And a whistle before the snap on 3rd and 8. No, it's not a flag. That's a good thing. It's a timeout. Travis called a timeout, and we'll be back on VypeFordBend.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stabenow with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Yes, sir. Bradley Stabenow took care of me. Car insurance, home insurance, and flood insurance. You need all three around here. And he saved a substantial amount of money for me. So give him a call at the number he just gave you, but I'll give it to you again. 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com.
Your home for Fort Bend County High School sports. It's always free to listen live or listen later on VypeFortBend.com.
I thought I would just let PA Guy go there. Thank you very much, Mr. PA Guy, for telling all the folks in the stadium about what we do. 3rd down and 8. Sissom dropping back. The pocket collapses, and down he goes at the 32-yard line.
A quarterback sack.
Oh, my goodness. A 10-yard loss of yardage, and Sissom was looking down the field, and I just don't think anybody was open, and he didn't want to force it.
Ivy Woods.
And that secondary for Hightower is really doing the job. Now back to return the punt is Jacoby Ogbonna.
Inside of his 20-yard line. Ready to punt.
And it's Verreau ready to punt. It's a good snap. He steps into it. And it's a wobbler. And there's a flag down. The ball bounces near the 40, and it's killed right there by Travis's Colby Dittler.
6 at the 39-yard line. Colby Dittler.
And what's the flag all about? Gary Godwin is our referee. His microphone has been kind of cutting in and out when we've been hoping to hear him. The moon is rising and getting brighter by the minute. Mr. Godwin. Okay, he's turning on the mic.
Prior to the return, on the receiving team, 10-yard penalty for the spot of the catch. First down.
All right, now his microphone is working and working very well. Hopefully that will continue, but hopefully we won't have to hear too many penalty calls. So that 10-yard penalty against Hightower moves the ball from the 40 where Travis downed it back to the Hurricanes 30. But they're doing just fine, leading 24-0. Travis defense has been taxed already on a warm evening. It was 84 degrees at kickoff time and a little bit humid. And there is a give up the middle. Austin Bowen gets 4 and then is pushed back rudely. You like to see that from the Travis defense. Anthony Oliver on the tackle just put his face right in the chest of Bowen and drove him back.
Tigers, Anthony Oliver.
It's 2nd and 6.
On running back 25, Austin Bowen.
3 receivers to the left, 2 in the slot, 1 up on the line, and it's a draw play to Bowen. Starts left, gets 3 tough yards and then pushed back.
Line of scrimmage.
Good hard hitting by the Travis defense on this particular drive, and that was Nicholas Lara laying the wood to Austin Bowen, and we have a 3rd down and 3.
23 on the stop, Jacob Woods.
Nope.
Number 36, JP.
Fake to Bowen, keeper by Stewart, and he's wrapped up and dropped for a loss. Timmy Osanaiki
35-yard line.
and Darrell Bay.
11 for the Tigers.
And the Tigers force a punting situation. I wish, just for the sake of getting this game closer, I wish they had forced a turnover, but it's a punt situation. Second time tonight that Jaden Davis has come onto the field in punt formation.
3. Rafal is back deep.
Nefemi Rufai hoping to set sail on the return. The snap is good. The punt is away. Rufai calling for a fair catch at the 36. And that's where Travis will start a new possession with 3:05 to go before the half. Our next level urgent care halftime show has Todd Callis, the Astros voice, and of course his dad, the legendary late Harry Callis. And then Ashley Pickle of High School Scoreboard Live. I know you love football or you wouldn't be listening to this, but you'll love it even more after you listen to Ashley Pickle talk about how much she loves the game, especially the high school game. Sissom draw play to Horace, but Bellany is right there. Bellany just filled the hole, and he's so big, I didn't realize that he had a buddy there too. It was Bellany and Mackay Davis. And a loss of 2. Clock running. Sissom wipes his hands on the towel coming out of his waistband. Rufai in motion. Sissom drops back, scrambles to his left, pulls it down, going for the sideline. He's hit. Ball comes out, but it goes out of bounds. It'll still be Travis Ball, but he only picked up about 4 yards on the play. And we have a skirmish, a little fracas along the Travis sideline. Some Hurricanes didn't leave the area immediately, and a flag goes up. And based on the way the Travis assistant coaches are reacting, I have a feeling that it's going to be penalty yardage against Travis. On the next level urgent care halftime show, after we get the visits with Ashley Pickle and Todd Callis.
After the play was over, personal foul, number 91 of the defense, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, first down.
All right, that's a break for Travis. They get a first down on Traylon Bellany, committing unsportsmanlike conduct, a dead ball foul. 15-yard walk-off moves it into Hurricanes territory. The ball is at the 47.
Territory. Hightowers, 47.
2:19 to go in the half. Sissom dropping back. They protect him. He lets it fly near sideline, but it's too long for his intended receiver, Robert Sims.
Intended for 2. Robert Sims covered him all the way.
The ball would only have been a possibility of a completion in the Canadian Football League, where the field is a little wider. But it was too far. I think that maybe Sims checked up his route, and Sissom thought he was going to keep going. 2nd and 10. Fake to Horace. Quick pass in the flat. Outside the numbers on the near side and down to the 41. That is a 6-yard pickup for Travis as they delivered the ball to Jackson Farr.
Jackson Farr.
I'd like to say hi to all the storm chasers out there. A fun group that's part of Hightower's fan base. 3rd down and 4. Blitz look by the Hurricanes. Sissom tries to get them to jump. They did jump, but the ball needed to be snapped while they were across the line. Meanwhile, the play clock continues to tick. It's down to 11. We're down to 1.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Sissom calls for the snap, takes it, half roll to the right, pulls up, throws far sideline, and it's incomplete, and a flag! It's pass interference.
Pass incomplete.
Brent Johnson was the intended receiver, and there's a Hightower DB down there getting caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Hurricanes 15-yard line.
Okay, I don't want to accuse anyone before I know who it is. But remember, in high school and college football, it's a 15-yard penalty for pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
All right, the name was omitted to protect the guilty, and I look over there, and I'm pretty sure it's Ephraim Dotson.
Travis now has the ball.
That's right. He was the guilty party on the pass interference.
With the first set of downs.
2 receivers in the slot on the right. Sissom drops back. And he throws, and it's incomplete. And no flag coming. Travis fans wanted a flag, and I really think there should have been one, as Jackson Farr had one of the Hurricanes defenders putting his arm around his waist. That's okay at the dance. That's Keelan Fountain, who got away with one there. Yeah, arm around the waist, not bad at the dance, but not okay when you're a defender and the pass is in the air. Second down and 10, 1:18 to go on the second quarter clock. There goes Rufai in motion. System half roll to the right, throws toward the sideline, got Rufai, hit immediately, 4-yard pickup, and it's going to be targeting. A flag comes in, and in the old days, that was a beautiful, perfect hit by Hightower, and it might actually be Ephraim Dotson. No, not Dotson. It was Chisholm. On Wurazigbo. You know, I should have run the Hurricanes roster through the copier on expanded mode. What's the opposite of reduced on a copier? It's, I can't remember what word they have, but you know, the one that makes it bigger. There is a particular font they've used on this week's roster, and as night falls, the names get a little harder to read.
There's no.
What? Okay, they picked up the flag. They've decided it was not targeting. And I think that's actually the right call. It didn't look like there was anything wrong with that hit. And Chisholm, I'm going to give his first name from now on. Chisholm didn't lead with his head or anything like that. Well, 24-0, Travis is down, but if they can get a score before halftime, we'll have us a ball game. System drops back, flush right, hit, and he's dropped. The first guy to get there on the sack was Makai Davis. The clock is under a minute to go. The scoreboard says the Tigers have 2 timeouts remaining.
The Hurricanes blitz.
It's going to be 4th and 11, and they're too far away for a field goal, and I don't think they'd be inclined to kick one anyway. They're letting the clock tick. It's down to 42 seconds. The play clock is at 18 now. Horace in the backfield with Sissom. Looks like he's waiting for a play, and I don't know that he has one to call yet. Now he does. Clock at 28, 7 seconds on the play clock. 4th and 11, got to have it here. Sissom throws for the end zone, and it is either intercepted or, yes, it is intercepted. Deep in the corner, and it was the guy that got caught with pass interference a few plays ago. Ephraim Dotson more than makes up for it. His interception ends the Travis threat.
Pass was intercepted.
And with 18 seconds to go, it looks like the Hurricanes are going to preserve that 24-0 lead before they go to the locker room for halftime.
Incomplete pass on 4th down. So the turnover on downs, Hurricanes ball at their own 20.
All right, 1st and 10. And Stewart just hands it off to Bowen, who's hit near the line of scrimmage, gets about 3, and that'll be the final play of the half. 24-0, Hightower over Travis. We'll be back with the Next Level Urgent Care halftime show on VypeFortBend.com.
Next Level Urgent Care supports Fort Bend County sports and supports you whenever you're hurting. Next Level is here for the community, open 7 days a week, 9 till 9, for you and your family at more than 30 Greater Houston locations, including Sugar Land, Sienna, Greatwood, Longmeadow, and 4 in Katy. From ow to wow, Next Level Urgent Care has you covered. And if you're short on time, Next Level has an app to get you in line right away. Just text NLUC APP to 313131 for Next Level Urgent Care.
This is the Next Level Urgent Care halftime show, and we're glad to be bringing you a great guest on VypeFortBend.com. We so often like to go to the team at High School Scoreboard Live. It's a show like no other, and right now we have Ashley Pickle. She's one of the reporters, and you're in your 4th year with the program. And what's it like going to all these different places, learning about all these different communities and teams?
Man, Roger, it is a blast. And I mean, it's one of those things when you realize that you get to talk sports for a living. First off, that's the coolest realization in the world. You trick people into paying you to do what you love. So that's the best part. But then obviously we know Texas high school football, it does not get better than that. Anywhere in the nation, this is the best high school football that you can find. And to be able to travel the state week in and week out, 17 weeks, it's a grind. I'm not going to lie. You get tired, and having to cover a different team every single week, it's a lot. It's a lot of information to intake, but the people that you get to meet on the road, the venues that you get to see, the food you get to try, I mean, we call it a family, and that's really what it is.
Well, I know it's a great team. They basically did a nationwide search to bring in all these reporters, but quite fortunately, many of them are from Texas, and you're from Llano, which is a great destination for deer hunting in November. But tell us a little bit about the life that led you to High School Scoreboard Live.
So like you said, I was born and raised in Llano, Texas, lived there for 18 years of my life. It was great. And when I realized that, like I said, I could get paid to talk about sports, I started looking at my college options and stumbled across the University of North Texas up in Denton, Texas. And their broadcasting program is one of the best in the entire nation. And I walked up on campus, absolutely fell in love with it. And I realized that was in a top 5 sports market. When you look at the DFW and all the pro teams, you have 5 different professional sports teams, and the high school football up there is some of the best that you can find in the state of Texas. I decided that I wanted to go up there, got my degree in 4 years, and I started interning at what was then Fox Sports Southwest, now Bally Sports Southwest. But I interned, and then before I graduated, they had offered me a couple of different part-time roles. And I told them, I was like, I really would love to be on camera for the high school coverage. If you'll give me an opportunity, I'll do whatever you want me to behind the scenes, just trying to put my name out there. And they liked my tape enough that they actually sent it over to Dave Campbell's Texas Football, which the Bible, the institution here in the great state. But they sent it over there, and I ended up becoming the Dave Campbell's correspondent for our Football Friday show and the High School Scoreboard Live. And I've taken off ever since and have completely fallen in love with the game. And I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by it 365 days a year. That is my full-time job. Some of the other reporters have regular day jobs, and I'm lucky enough to be immersed in the world every single day.
And I know you're very proud to have gone to the University of North Texas, and I have to say, they don't take a back seat to anybody, whether it's Northwestern or Missouri or Syracuse or all those other elitist places that think they're better at getting people ready for a broadcasting career. And also about Llano, here's the thing I remember. I traveled to Llano so many times between San Angelo and Houston when I was, I guess, right out of college. And they had that big banner, and it says, "Welcome Hunters." But the come and welcome was extra big, and the hunt and hunters was extra big. So it's welcome hunters and come hunt, all in the same big banner. Do you remember that?
I do. It's creative. It's up there every single year, and we like to call ourselves the deer capital of the world. And I'm telling you, from driving at nighttime to and from many basketball games and football games, that is no stretch of the truth. Tons of deer, great people down there. The hill country, if you've never been, is just gorgeous. Take some time to go down there. Fredericksburg's right down the way, so any special ladies in your life, they love Fredericksburg, wine country. But it's a fantastic area, and then I was lucky enough, like I said, to experience North Texas and everything that has to offer, and it's a great state, and there's really no bad part of it.
You know, and speaking about the there's no bad part of the state, you know that old song, Johnny Cash, I've been everywhere, man. Well, if you've been working for High School Scoreboard Live and going into your 4th year, you've pretty much been everywhere already. There's a specific spot in Texas that's very dear to me. We're going to talk to Ashley Pickle about her visit there last year during football season when we return on the Next Level Urgent Care halftime show.
Ever take your hands off the wheel and your auto starts veering left or right? That's your vehicle's way of saying, hey, I'm out of alignment and you're ruining the tires. First Tire and Automotive, 4 convenient locations, make sure you won't be driving crooked in the carpool lanes. Take advantage of free standard alignment with purchase of 4 tires and 15% on AC Delco batteries. Check out the website firsttireandauto.com for details and to book your appointment today. First Tire and Automotive with 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. firsttireandauto.com.
Welcome back to our visit with Ashley Pickle of High School Scoreboard Live on the Next Level Urgent Care halftime show. And there's a place where I guess I can give you some background. I went to college in Abilene, same as your friend and mine, Mike Alexander. And my family and I went out there from Houston to Abilene several times because all my siblings went to Abilene Christian. And I saw this sign out there that said, El Paso, 444 miles that way. And I looked at that sign every time we visited and I said, wow, that's a long way. I'll never go out there. But I ended up living in El Paso 8.5 years. And they have a magnificent venue for football, Jones Stadium, the home of the El Paso High, I forgot their
Tigers.
Tigers.
The Tigers.
Okay, yes, it's kind of got some steps and columns, and it's amazing. So you met my good friend Kevin Lovell when you went out there last year. What were your impressions of El Paso being out there?
Unbelievable. That had been, I was lucky enough to actually go out there 2 weeks last year, but the entire Dave Campbell's Texas football staff, we took a whole editorial team trip out there, and it was unbelievable. When you talk about Texas high school football, R.R. Jones Stadium in El Paso is basically number one on every single person's bucket list. It's gorgeous, and the thing that got me about that stadium is, like you said, it's got the grand stairs leading up into old El Paso High, and you're seeing that. But the thing that a lot of people don't realize is when you turn around and you look at the opposite way from the top of the steps is you get to see all of El Paso and the lights at night. It was gorgeous. But you want to talk about some of the friendliest people that you will ever come across. It's in El Paso. Some of the best food. L&J's Cafe was unbelievable. We went to Carlos and Mickey's and met Patrick Melton out there, who's at America's, and it was just gorgeous. Everyone is so nice and so caring, and they were so excited for us to be there, and it made the welcome just unbelievable.
There's a thing that I love to do at that particular stadium, especially early in the season while you still have the summer heat. You can be shooting at the side of the field that appears right at the sideline to just drop off down a mountain, and in the background you see the lights of Juarez, and the heat waves coming up make the lights shimmer. It's just an incredible video image, and it looks just as good through a camera as it does in real life.
That is too cool, and it doesn't surprise me. It was definitely, we were out there in September, so it was definitely toasty. It was actually cooler there than it was in the DFW that week, so we were very excited. But another really cool thing that we got to do when we went and visited for that Thursday night game was they were kind enough to get us meal tickets to where we were able to go inside up to their library, and that's where we ate. But the cool part about that is it overlooks the entire field, so you want to talk about an unbelievable aerial view out there. It was just breathtaking. It was really one of those moments at the end of the night where we all stood at midfield and just kind of took a deep breath and took it all in, because it was like we finally made it out here. We get to see one of the best gems of Texas high school football, and that was so cool to do that, especially with the crew at Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and to help out with Bally and be able to show it off on Scoreboard Live, with so many people don't get the chance to get out there and actually see it for themselves.
Other than El Paso, was there maybe one anecdote you can tell me from the years that you've spent already on High School Scoreboard Live where not something really that happened within the competition, not on the playing field, but just something that happened? Maybe it was the manifestation of a rivalry where one side did something maybe a little below the belt to the other. Anything that you can share from the road?
One of my favorite memories when it comes to a rivalry is the Battle of Beltline. So you have Cedar Hill and DeSoto. That's huge up in the DFW every single year when you have both of those coaches, and Claude Mathis and Carlos Lynn, and just the vibe that they get, the energy that they bring. That was one that I had hyped up to me for a long time, and I had never had the opportunity to go cover it. Last year, I was able to finally get to go to that game and experience that, and it was one of those where I believe it was DeSoto. They didn't warm up at the game. They warmed up at their home turf, and then they drove over, got off the bus, and walked onto the field because of the scuff. You can feel it. You can really go. And I think that's one of the things that makes Texas high school football so great is when you can see the passion that the players and knowing self-awareness enough to say some fight's going to break out if we don't keep these teams apart. So that one it was really cool to see in person.
Well, you know what? That move of just getting off the bus and walking right onto the field and playing, that was badass.
It really, really was. And you can see they've got a sense of swagger about them. They know how that they're going to hold their head high and they're going to get out there and go play. And, I mean, they just want to knock skulls with each other. And so it was really, really cool. It was a statement for sure.
Well, Ashley Pickle, I know that you're going to come at some point, whether it's this season or another, you're going to come to Fort Bend, to Sugar Land, Missouri City, one of those spots, and I'm going to look for you. It was great to meet you, by the way, back in July at the Coaches Convention in San Antonio, and I just love watching the show. I love watching the way that the reporters, they really care about everything. I heard someone once said, sincerity is the most important thing, and if you can fake that, then you've got it made. But nobody fakes the sincerity for how much they care about Texas high school football.
Right, it's the community and it's the people that make it so easy to fall in love with this sport and to fall in love with our jobs, really, and how lucky can we be to be able to have that be an opportunity presented to us. So thank you so much. It's been great to meet you and get to know you through these past couple of months, and we really appreciate you taking the time.
Well, thank you for being our guest. It's always great to have stars on our show. And this is the Next Level Urgent Care halftime show. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgigs.
Next Level Urgent Care supports Fort Bend County sports and supports you whenever you're hurting. Next Level is here for the community, open 7 days a week, 9 till 9, for you and your family at more than 30 Greater Houston locations, including Sugar Land, Sienna, Greatwood, Long Meadow, and 4 in Katy. From ow to wow, Next Level Urgent Care has you covered. And if you're short on time, Next Level has an app to get you in line right away. Just text NLUC APP to 313131 for Next Level Urgent Care.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
Thank you, Merle Bertrand. Here at Mercer Stadium, it's halftime. Hightower leading Travis by a score of 24-0. The Travis Band and their dance team out there on the field performing, and we'll be back with Todd Callis, Astros TV voice, who knows a lot about baseball, and, well, I think he's been kind of a good luck charm ever since he started as the Astros TV announcer, taking over for the retiring Bill Brown. The Astros seem like they're contenders every year. We'll be right back.
Ever take your hands off the wheel and your auto starts veering left or right? That's your vehicle's way of saying, hey, I'm out of alignment and you're ruining the tires. First Tire and Automotive, 4 convenient locations, make sure you won't be driving crooked in the carpool lanes. Take advantage of free standard alignment with purchase of 4 tires and 15% on AC Delco batteries. Check out the website firsttireandauto.com for details and to book your appointment today. First Tire and Automotive with 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. firsttireandauto.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Next Level Urgent Care halftime show. We always like to talk baseball while we're in the middle of a football game. And who better to talk baseball than Todd Callis, the television voice of the Astros. And Todd, thank you for being here. And you came here in 2017. And it's been kind of a magic carpet ride, hasn't it?
Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable. To have 5 consecutive seasons where they get to the League Championship Series. It's only happened once before in American League history. That was when Oakland did it in the 70s, and all they had to do was win their division to get to the LCS. So, yeah, it has been beyond anything I could have imagined or dreamed when I got this job, and it has been the most fun for the first 6 years I've been here.
I mean, every team, even the greatest of organizations, they have this window of time, and they expect that, you know, that little window, we really got to go for the brass ring and, you know, knock on wood. But the Astros have been contending now all the years that you've been announcing them, 6 years, and it looks like they have a great future. So I'm not going to ask you to make any predictions, but I will ask you, first of all, what's it like to work with Jeff Blum? You know, it takes a while to kind of, for partners to really get that rhythm. I think you found it, but what are some of the things that are special about working with Jeff?
Well, Blummer and I actually knew each other when he played for the then Devil Rays back in the day. He was there for 1 season. It wasn't his favorite year, but he was always great to talk to back then. And then when I got the job, he's a laid-back, you know, Californian. He's got a different style about the way he goes about things, and he's hilarious. Fans here love him. So I was just lucky to have known him from before, and it was so easy to infiltrate into this booth with Jeff and Julia having already been here for 3 years. They kind of had a set way to do things with our producer Carl Patterson, so I was happy to just be that extra guy to come in. It was an easy fit from the start.
You have to honor the game, of course, and there are all kinds of viewers out there who are going to nitpick if you don't say everything just right, but you also have to make it fun and entertaining. And for example, your crew cuts to the picture of it's the Immaculate Mona Maton. So what's that portrait that I've seen?
Yeah, there's some fan who has put Maton's picture of his face on top of the Mona Lisa. So yeah, that they cut to that shot in the middle of the of one of the innings. It was kind of caught us off guard. It was funny.
Well, I love all kinds of sports, and I love studying sportscasters and reading up on them. And very few things about Houston sports escape me. But until you came along, I didn't know Harry Callis, your legendary dad, the Hall of Famer, had been an Astros announcer. So do you even remember that?
Vaguely. I remember a little more about like Astro World and Candyland and stuff like that I remember about the ballpark. But I do remember the exploding scoreboard for the home run celebration. I remember the seats at the Astrodome, how you could flip them and they were spring loaded so they always flip back. And as a 2 or 3 year old, that was probably like, 3 innings worth of entertainment right there. So yeah, certain things I remember, but I don't, if you ask me about a certain play from 66 through 70, I can't really recall, but I do remember being at the stadium.
Well, you think of Houston, I love Houston. It's my home, and I take it kind of personally when people say things that are disparaging about it. I guess no one ever thinks of Houston as a vacation destination, and they might not have thought of it as a destination if you're a player or if you're an announcer like yourself. So I guess it has become one, certainly for players and announcers. Why wouldn't you want to announce here?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this stadium is state of the art. This is one of my favorite stadiums before I got the job here. So to call this a home stadium is great. Houston's so diverse. It's got a great culture. It's got an incredible group of people that live here, and the restaurants are out of this world. So yeah, I don't know why you would want anything else. I was lucky enough to be born here, and I'm lucky enough to have been able to come back some 45 years after I left.
I know a lot of people say wonderful things about Chicago. Jim DeShays left here to go be a part of the Cubs broadcast team. And, you know, when Blum was coming in, they were saying, does he have what it takes? I think he's doing just fine. I'm very happy to get to listen to him and you all the time.
Thanks so much. Yeah, Blummer is he's great. He's been a player here a couple of times, and now is a broadcaster in his 10th season. Yeah, we're lucky to have Blummer. There's been great announcers in the history of the Astros, and he's another one in the long line.
Just a couple of more quick questions. One of them is, as I recall, when I was young, announcers never took a night off, and now I notice that your work on AT&T Sportsnet, you don't have to call 162 games doing play-by-play. Kevin Eschenfelder fills in. Do you remember your dad working every single Phillies game, for example, back when he was doing his thing?
Yeah, 100%. 70s, 80s, 90s, even when I started in 92, 91 in the minor leagues, I was doing all 144 minor league games and then all 162 at the major league level on the radio for New York when I first started in 92. So yeah, that was still a thing. And I'm not sure when it changed, but it has changed over the years, and I'm kind of glad about it. Initially, you know, you have that mentality of I want to do every game. If the players are there, I want to be there. But eventually you realize that a day off here and there is going to help you out, stay fresh for the long run.
And there's one other thing that today's TV voices don't get to do. It used to be in the World Series, if you were the TV announcer for that team, you got to sit alongside Kurt Gowdy and call the World Series. And now you got to be jealous of Robert Ford and Steve Sparks. They get to keep doing their thing on the radio, and you kind of become a spectator once the postseason comes.
Yeah, you know, Roger, that was part of the deal going in, is, you know, when you go on the TV side that you're not going to be involved in calling games in the postseason. So you kind of expect it and you anticipate it. Having said that, previous times with Tampa Bay, I had done pre and post game shows, and I kind of miss doing those for the postseason. But here in Houston, you know, they don't do the pre and post game shows for postseason, so we just get to go and have a beer and watch it just like any other fan. So there's something to be said for that too. I mean, getting to cheer for the Astros and sit back and watch this amazingly talented team is not the worst way to spend your Octobers lately.
For sure. Well, Todd Callis, you have something in common with the man you replaced, Bill Brown. Great announcer, and also nice enough to take some time to talk to a high school announcer like me. Thank you, Todd, for being on the Next Level Urgent Care Halftime Show.
Thanks for having me, Roger. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to put that on my resume tape, I think. We'll be back with more on VypeFortBend.com.
Hey, Becky, what about this beat for your next song?
It's cool, but I'm into faster stuff lately, like Xfinity that gives me beyond gig speeds.
Got it. What about this then?
It sounds powerful, just like Xfinity. Because its supersonic Wi-Fi has 3 times the bandwidth, you can connect hundreds of devices at once.
That's what I call power.
Unbeatable internet from Xfinity. Made to do anything so you can do anything.
Get the Xfinity Supersonic Bundle with unlimited gig speed internet, Wi-Fi equipment included, and a free 4K streaming box. All for $50 a month with a 2-year internet rate guarantee and no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/gig, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New gigabit extra internet customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity internet. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes wireless usage. After 24 months, regular rates apply. Requires compatible Xfinity gateway.
The Hightower Band still performing here with about 4 minutes left before we resume the football game. Hightower leads the Travis Tigers 24-0.
Tiger Band
and we've got scores for you. And then I'm going to finish a story that I got off that track and didn't go back to it.
And Taylor Smith.
All right, so last night in District 26A, we didn't broadcast it, but over at Traylor Stadium in Rosenberg, Clements lost a heartbreaker to George Ranch 24-21. So The Clements Rangers are 0-1 in district play, and George Ranch is 1-0. Dulles here at Mercer in our Thursday night broadcasted game on VypeFortBend.com. Dulles beat Austin 26-17. So you got Dulles at 1-0, George Ranch at 1-0. If Hightower holds on to this 24-0 lead, they'll be 1-0 in district. And then tomorrow at 5:40 p.m. we'll start with a countdown to kickoff show as Ridgepoint takes on Bush. So the winner of our game here tonight will be tied for first in District 26A after one game. And Ridgepoint or Bush, the winner of that game, will also be tied for first. Meanwhile, the Elkins Knights are off on what is the first night of district play for everybody. Now you have a 9-team district. So every time there are district games, at least one team is taking the night off. So let's go to Fort Bend County Class 5A Division II. Marshall 34-0 over A-Leaf Taylor with 4:20 to go in the half at Crump Stadium. Marshall 34, A-Leaf Taylor nothing, 4:20 to go before halftime. The Foster Falcons, well, the Tigers know how good they are. They defeated Travis last week 50-7. Foster leads Terry 21-0 at halftime of their game, that Class 5A Division II. Friendswood is taking on Kempner, but I don't know the score of that one. I looked for it, couldn't find it, sorry. But now we'll continue with that Class 5A Division I district that includes the Fulshear Chargers. They're off to their best start ever, 36-20. They lead Magnolia with 43 seconds to go in the first half. Fulshear 36, Magnolia 20. Fulshear has been averaging over 60 points a game. They won their first two games quite impressively. They beat the snot out of Clements 77-18 last week, so Fulshear is on a roll. I also tried to get another score, but was unable to, and that is Willow Ridge taking on Brookshire Royal tonight. All right, so we continue on now with Class 5A Division I. Manville leading Angleton at halftime, but not by a lot. 13-7, the Mavericks over the Angleton Wildcats. Lamar Consolidated leading Westbury 24-6 at the half. And now I realize I need to tell you this immediately because I just got a text from Eric Folkerts, and he let me know there's a good reason I don't know the Friendswood Kempner score, and that's because they play tomorrow night. So I'm going to say into my talk to text, I'm an idiot. Okay, and I will send that to Coach Folkerts, who used to be a Kempner football assistant, but now he is the head baseball coach and no longer is a football assistant. Okay, so that's why I don't have the score of Friendswood against Kempner. Now, Class 6A, not necessarily Division I, Katy Morton Ranch is leading Peyto 16-14 at the half. So Katy Peyto wins Class 5A Division I state championship last year. They move up to 6A, and if they can't be dominant over a team such as Morton Ranch, then maybe there might be some growing pains for the Peyto Panthers. And finally, we go outside of Fort Bend County for the game that is probably getting the most attention in Greater Houston tonight, and that is North Shore leading Westfield. And I wasn't really sure from my Dave Campbell's Texas Football app exactly what point they were in the game. I couldn't tell if it was halftime or if it was the end of the first quarter. I can't imagine that Westfield would have given up 34 points in one quarter, even to North Shore. All right, so Travis is going to kick off, and they're out there on the field, but Hightower has not taken the field yet. So that gives me time to tell you about in 1957 when Bear Bryant was the head coach of Texas A&M. He put his players through a brutal preseason camp out in Junction, Texas. They called it the Junction Boys. I mean, practices were brutal. There were sticker burrs all over the field. I mean, it was just awful. They would never get away with doing things that way today, but of course, old Bear Bryant had to do that to toughen them up. And Gene Stallings was part of the Junction Boys, And he was once asked, were those the worst practices you ever went through in your life? And he said, no, going to Junction was not necessarily the worst. There were some practices during game weeks in College Station where it was worse than that.
Hurricanes will receive.
And I'll tell you how he described the worst practice that he could remember.
The Tigers, 82.
But first,
Leo Esteban.
Esteban kicking off for Travis to begin the half. His kickoff is a good one. It bounces once and goes into the end zone for a touchback.
And it bounces into the
Good move by Jacoby Ogbonna to not go after that football. So Gene Stallings was asked, okay, what was the worst practice you ever had when Bear Bryant was your coach? And by the way, 3 years later, after that 1957 brutal preseason camp, the Aggies went to the Cotton Bowl and they won. And they beat Alabama. And Bear Bryant picked up Gene Stallings, and actually it was 10 years later. 1967, Gene Stallings was the coach of A&M, and they beat Alabama. Okay, first play, Joseph Stewart gonna go for the home run ball, but the pass is knocked away, incomplete, and turned it for Kearney down there. And it was a nice play by Travis's Alton Johnson, but it looks like he might have tweaked his ankle when he came down. I think he's going to be all right. But anyway, Gene Stallings said when he was an Aggie playing football, the worst practice he ever remembered when they went out to Kyle Field, Coach Bryant was rocking back and forth on a bench singing "Jesus Loves Me." That ended up being the roughest practice ever. Stewart drops back, scrambles, almost sacked, fights and picks up 4 yards. Travis should have had him for a loss of at least 2. Thomason Olarunfemi made the tackle for your Tigers, and it should have been 3rd and 11 or 3rd and 12, but right now it is 3rd and 6 because of the great effort by the quarterback, Stewart, to escape the sack and struggle forward. Travis really, really, really wants to get off the field right here and give it back to the offense and try and cut into this 24-0 lead. Stewart drops back, they protect him. Near sideline pass, incomplete.
Pass in and out of the hands of the receiver.
A break for Travis as Chase Burton should have had the catch. And coming up quickly behind him, Jalen Perry knocked him down. So it is 4th and 6. Travis's defense does its job. And now we'll see if Nifemi Rufai can bring back the punt. He's standing at his 45. Ogbonna, I believe, is punting it away. Gets it in the air. Nice high hanging punt. It bounces near the 50, takes a Hightower roll, and then starts rolling a Travis way. And the ball is down at the 45-yard line, middle of the field, as the Tigers try to go right to left and cut into this 24-0 lead.
Jalen Davis of Hightower.
Well, evidently I got the wrong ID on the punter. All right, we've got a quarterback change for Travis. Brett Garcia is in, the junior. He came on in relief of Drew Sissom last week against Foster. We'll see if that experience stands him in good stead. A little quick pump and a late throw, and it's incomplete. He got it on target, but just a little bit behind his intended receiver, Brent Johnson. And he was blown up as the ball got there. Kalen Fountain.
Cameron
Correction,
Reddick.
It was Cameron Reddick. R-E-D-D-I-C. 2nd down and 10 from the 45. Draw play, there goes Horace. Goes up the middle for 4 hard yards. Hit early and moved his tackler forward.
Lots of yardage for running back 24, Jerian Horace.
Keelan Lemons was the tackler on that last play. Brett Garcia has the keys to the offense right now. Ticking down near 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 24-0. Hightower over Travis. Garcia rolls to his right, looking down the field, looking sideline, stops, hit, down. A sack and a loss of 7 yards. Well, there is a quarterback change. His system is on the bench now, but Garcia had the same problem, just finding someone open while he was under duress, because that Hightower pass rush is always tough.
A host of Hurricane defenders.
Varro to punt. Clock running with 9:15 to go in quarter number 3. Low snap. He picks it up. Not a very good looking punt, but it'll be a safe and effective one as it goes to the 37-yard line. It only covers 20 yards, but no return, and most important, not blocked by the Hightower Hurricanes. Safe and effective, I use that term, and I sound like I'm doing a pharmaceutical commercial. All right, I wouldn't be surprised if Hightower threw the deep ball on the first play of this series. They've got Kearney deep on the left side, but they throw the down and out, and actually he kind of ran a stop route and came back toward his quarterback Stewart, and the pass went to the sideline. So it's incomplete, 2nd and 10, as Hightower has its second possession of the third quarter, starting from their own 37. We'll have Ridge Point against Bush tomorrow, 5:40, with the Equitable Advisors Countdown to Kickoff show. Stewart with Bowen behind him. Swings it out there. It's a backwards pass. It is caught, fighting back to the line of scrimmage and picking up about 5 as he outran Travis Lineman to the sideline. Got as much as he could. And they're going to be left with a 3rd down, and they need 6.
For the Tigers. And to Darian Smith.
Hightower's offense, because they have the 24-0 lead, just taking their time getting a new play run. In fact, they had Stewart go over there and talk to his coaches and get the play verbally. Then he walks back over to his offensive mates because the ball is on the left hash mark. It wasn't a very long trip. On 3rd and 6. Stewart takes the snap, drops back, late blitz, he steps up. He's being brought down. Quarterback sack for Travis. Bren Hudkins got in there.
Bren Hudkins on the tackle for the Tigers.
And it's a loss back to the 38, so it's 4th down and 9, and Travis's defense, 2 straight possessions, forcing a 3 and out. I think it is Caleb Davis to punt for Hightower, but his jersey's all wrinkled up. I'm not sure about that. Good snap, and Travis really came after him but could not block it. It's not a very good punt, however. Goes out of bounds at the Travis 49-yard line, so it's only a 13-yard punt.
Delicious food was brought to you by Center Court Pizza, proud sponsor of Fort Bend ISD Athletics. Come by Center Court Pizza after the game tonight and enjoy 2 3-topping pizzas for
Horace is still in there at running back for Travis, but it's a 2 running back backfield, and Ayodeji Akinrin Madi is out there. I'd kind of like to see what Akinrin Madi can do, but they give it to Horace on 1st down, and they run him laterally, which hasn't really worked for anything. He stopped for no gain. When he runs forward between the tackles and they give him any kind of daylight, Horace is very effective, but when they run him horizontally before he tries to turn it upfield, the pursuit has been waiting there. They went all Richard Marks on him, and they were right there waiting for him.
For the Hurricanes and Dalton Ellis.
2nd down and 10. Garcia in at quarterback, drops straight back. They protect him, and he throws it far down the right sideline. Possibility, long diving attempt and incomplete. Oh, what a supreme effort by Brent Johnson. You can't lay out any more than that. I mean, he gave it 100%. And I refuse to say 110% because 100% is all there is. Man, what a great effort. That was just like, 3 inches off that pass, and it's a beautiful diving catch and a first down inside the 15.
Pass was intended for 12.
But it's 3rd down and 10, and Johnson is off the field.
2nd down.
Garcia, draw play. There goes a Kinrin, but he doesn't have the first down. He's dropped after a gain of 7. He gets it to the Hightower 43, and he's tripped up very nicely. I like that open field tackle by Fountain.
Coyote on the run. It'll be 4th and short.
They're going for it. 4th down and 3. Garcia takes the shotgun snap. Horace in motion, hands it off to a Kinrin Mahdi, trying to get through the traffic. He's pushing for the first down. He's going to come up short. He did not make it. It's going to be Hightower football. They gave him a generous spot, but it is still not enough. I can tell it from here. Oh, it's got to be discouraging for the Travis defense. They've produced 2 3 and outs.
So to be turnover on
and they've gotten the ball back for the Tiger offense.
For the Tigers.
But now they're going back out there for a 3rd time. Equitable Advisors, financial professionals know the path to a fulfilling future begins with getting to know who you are and what matters to you most. Equitable Advisors work with people as individuals, and that's how they deliver on their mission, just like my friend Nick Arevalo, CFP. Talk to your local Equitable Advisor, financial professional, or visit nickarevalo.com. That's NICKAREVALO.com. Together you can plan a future that reflects all of who you are. Equitable Advisors, LLC, New York, New York. Member FINRA SIPC. On the first play, that young man, Thomason Olaroon Femi, blasted into the backfield and dropped the running back, Austin Bowen, for a loss of 2.
11, Timmy getting into the backfield with the tackle.
So the Travis defense is playing inspired football.
2nd and 12 for the visiting Canes.
Now a little swing pass, and down the sideline, big play, big run, big play. Kearney down the sideline, cuts to the middle inside the numbers, back to the middle of the field. He's going to take it all the way. It's a 62-yard touchdown pass, and I'm afraid that the competitive phase of this football game is over, as that makes it 30-0 with the extra point to come.
Zion Kearney.
Zion was running for the promised land. Wait a minute. Zion is the afterlife promised land, and Jericho would be the Old Testament promised land. But anyway, what a tremendous run after the catch for Kearney. And the yards per completion really looking good for the young quarterback Stewart. Extra point kick is up, and it's good by 83, Hudson Dunphy. All right, 31-0 is the score, 5:37 to go in the 3rd.
Good.
I might read you a couple of pages from the Junction Boys when we return.
Go back and listen.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Next Level Urgent Care supports Fort Bend County sports and supports you whenever you're hurting. Next Level is here for the community, open 7 days a week, 9 till 9, for you and your family at more than 30 Greater Houston locations, including Sugarland, Sienna, Greatwood, Longmeadow, and 4 in Katy. From ow to wow, Next Level Urgent Care has you covered. And if you're short on time, Next Level has an app to get you in line right away. Just text NLUC APP to 313131 for Next Level Urgent Care.
McCoy to return the Hightower kickoff from the 15-yard line. Heads outside the numbers on the far side. Goes to the sideline and gets near the 30. And check that.
19 yards.
It was actually Cooper Atkins who returned the kickoff.
16, Cooper Atkins.
By the way, I want to thank Skylar Gillespie. She's inside the mothership there at Vype World headquarters. She is my quality control tyrant tonight. No, I'm just kidding. It's what we call the QA, the quality assistant, but you know, that's too limiting. She's not an assistant. She is a broadcast specialist.
Compensation plan for staff. Please visit Fort Bend.
And so Skylar and I kind of hope this game gets closer, but Hightower's had an answer for everything. Garcia pumps a short pass, but then he gets a face full and another quarterback sack. Hightower is having a field day with the pass rush, as it's Jamal Felix who gets into the backfield and knocks down Garcia. And it's just going from bad to worse for the Travis Tigers. They are stunned over here on the home side of Mercer Stadium.
Garcia was sacked.
All these fans came in with such spirit, hope, and enthusiasm, but they're going to watch their team fall to 0-3, and they've never been 0-3 under Trey Sissom. And I never remembered them being 0-3 under Randy Cunningham, who was the predecessor of Sissom. And now a drop for a loss. Akinran Mahdi couldn't get back out of the backfield. He was absolutely buried. And who was it? It was big number 55.
Nothing doing for 27.
Ellis.
He tackled in the backfield.
I can't see his first name. It's too dark up here. But his last name is Ellis. And he got a tackle for loss. And it's now 3rd and 24. Travis has been backed up all the way to their 14-yard line.
For the Canes, Ellis.
And it's going to be a Garcia pass. If he can get it off, he's near the goal line. He's hit as he throws, and it flutters incomplete. Out of bounds near the 10-yard line between the numbers and the sideline.
Heavy pressure.
Heavy pressure indeed. Ellis. And that's Ellis again.
Who is still on the ground.
I don't know what it is about doing these broadcasts on the concourse at the top of Mercer Stadium. I have friendly children turn around and look, but I wave at them and they don't wave back. And it seems like in a more ordinary situation, like in a school hallway, as they're transitioning from an academic class to PE or whatever, you look at them, you smile, you wave, they wave back. That's the way it is at my school in A-Leaf. Really, really sweet kids this year. It's an intermediate school, you know, fifth and sixth graders. And by the way, Traylon Bellany went down.
All right, how about it, folks, for 91. Traylon Bellany.
I know better. The PA guy has not been briefed on how to say Traylon's last name. It is not Baloney. It is Bellany. And we said it wrong a couple of games last year for Hightower, and then we got a message from Traylon's parents, and they let us know it's Bellany, not Baloney. 31-0, and now Travis will punt from its end zone. Standing in his end zone is Cole Varro. Now he steps forward to about the 2-yard line. Hightower, unless they muff the punt or fumble it on the return, bound to get pretty decent field position. Varro takes the snap. It's a good one. His punt is a pretty good one too. Wobbles, comes down at the 45, and there goes Caleb Davis. And he gets a 4-yard return to the 41 of Travis. He was bent, folded, and stapled very nicely, very neatly by Randy Elizondo, the junior linebacker for Travis.
3, Caleb Davis. 30 with the heads-up tackle. Special teams.
So we want you to join us for that game between Ridge Point and Bush tomorrow. 5:40 p.m. with a countdown to kickoff show. We're playing at historic Tully Stadium. I've never broadcasted there. I've been there probably 100 times. Always on the visitor's side. I've never been on the home side, so I'm going to get there early and figure out where I want to plug in my cord, if you know what I mean. 3:30 to go in the third. There goes a man in motion. That is Jalen Davis. And a quick pass over here to the big play man who took it to the house the last time he touched it. And that is Kearney. And a little pass where he cuts inside and then up the numbers for a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Pickup of 7. It's second down and 3.
Nicholas Laura
on the tackle for your Travis Tigers. Well, the Travis band and student section trying to make the most of an otherwise gloomy night based on what's going on between the sidelines. Your team down 31-0 to Hightower with 2:52 to go in the third. But they're singing, "Hey, baby." Second down and 3. Stewart stands strong, looks out into the left flat, and he's got the completion to Kearney, who backtracks, gets past a couple of tacklers, and squirms down to the 20 with a first down, a 15-yard pickup. That's a first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com. They're open Monday through Saturday. I took my wife's car in there to get a new tire.
21-yard line of the Tigers.
We went out. We didn't have the garage satisfactorily tidied up, tidied up.
And make your phone calls. And remember, no one is allowed on the playing field.
And so,
nor on the railing. We ask that you exit.
My recommendation: don't leave your car on the driveway if you can put it in the garage. All right, we got a whistle, and Gary Godwin, the referee, says,
offense.
I think it might be. I couldn't tell if he was telling us timeout or delay of game. But when it's 31-0, who really cares? We'll be back.
You are the master of the multitask, the champion of making it happen. Taking care of business is not for the faint of heart. Still, you take care of it. Taking care of business. But who takes care of you? Office Depot Office Max. We supply you, copy you, and tune you up. Members get 2% back in rewards on everything, and we mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We want to thank the folks at Office Depot Southwest Freeway at Williams, Trace, and Sugar Land, taking care of business every day so we can bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. And Stewart throwing the down and out, complete inside the 10-yard line, right on the money, right out of his cut. Jalen Davis makes the catch in front of the defender, Jaden McCoy.
Jalen Davis.
First and 10 from the, first and goal
for the Hurricane
from the 6-yard line.
Travis's 6-yard line.
Our quality assistant tonight, Skylar Gillespie, doing a great job. She is no relation, as far as I know, to Dizzy Gillespie. Yeah, it's amazing how big he could puff his cheeks up when he played his trumpet. I'm sure he's on YouTube. All right, new running back in there. It's Michael Amy for Hightower. They give it to him, and he powers ahead to the 2-yard line, but a flag is down. And by the way, nice sportsmanship, which is always rewarding to see, as Temi Osanaiki helps up the running back, Amy.
Illegal motion, illegal shift on the offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
By the way, boy,
first and goal from the 11.
Full disclosure here, somebody indicated to me that I'm so sorry, Skylar. Skylar is Mr. Skylar Gillespie, not Ms. or Miss Skylar Gillespie. But somebody said she. Somebody did. And I'm going to look back at my emails and texts and determine who that was. There goes Stewart, scrambling, running, goal line, touchdown.
Out his own number from 11 yards out.
11-yard touchdown run following that penalty.
On the field, so that's going to be a score for quarterback Joseph Stewart.
Okay. Okay, I'm checking my texts. Okay, all right. Skylar, there's somebody you and I both know who sent me a text and said her. That's why I made the mistake. So that ain't my fault, Coach. 37-0 after the Stewart touchdown run. Kick up and good. Hightower's got him a pretty good kicker. Dunphy hammers it home, so I'm sure Dunphy is part of a modern family, and it's 38-0 with 31.7 seconds to go in the third quarter. A rough night for Travis, but Hightower showing great character, an injury-depleted team, and yet they lead 38-0. We'll be back.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Hey, Becky, what about this beat for your next song?
It's cool, but I'm into faster stuff lately, like Xfinity that gives me beyond gig speeds.
Got it. What about this then?
It sounds powerful, just like Xfinity. Because its supersonic Wi-Fi has 3 times the bandwidth, you can connect hundreds of devices at once.
That's what I call power.
Unbeatable internet from Xfinity. Made to do anything so you can do anything.
Get the Xfinity Supersonic Bundle with unlimited gig speed internet, Wi-Fi equipment included, and a free 4K streaming box. All for $50 a month with a 2-year internet rate guarantee and no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/gig, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New Gigabit Extra internet customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity internet. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes wireless usage. After 24 months, regular rates apply. Requires compatible Xfinity gateway.
Jaqual Morris.
McCoy returned the kickoff to the 26-yard line for Travis, and that's where the Tigers will start a new drive, and it's still Garcia out there playing quarterback. Ball on the left hash as Travis tries to move right to left. Final 22 seconds of the third. Pass tipped but caught for Travis. One of their best offensive plays in a long time. About a 7-yard pickup. The ball popped up in the air at the offensive line. One of the defenders, big defensive front guys, got a hand on it, and Robert Sims caught it anyway and advanced forward. In fact, it's an 8-yard gain. 2nd down and 2. And that's the end of the quarter. We'll be back. 38-0. Hightower storming over Travis.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgigs.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. For their own 34.
2nd down and 2 for Travis. Garcia, quick release pass. Gets it out there to Rafai. Gets a 1st down, and a flag comes in late. I hope it's not a chop block or something against Travis. VypeFortBend.com football is presented to you by Xfinity Mobile. Break free from the big three with wireless that does it all. Unbeatable internet made to do anything, so you can do anything. By First Tire and Auto.
Block in the back. Number 14 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot.
By First Tire and Auto, 4 great Fort Bend County locations where you can get the best prices on tires and anything your vehicle needs to run at its very best. All 4 locations are open Monday through Saturday. Visit firsttireandauto.com. by Next Level Urgent Care with 30-plus locations in Greater Houston, including Sugar Land, Sienna, Longmeadow, Greatwood, and 4 in Katy. From OW to WOW, Next Level Urgent Care has you covered. On 2nd down and 12, a swing pass by Travis is absolutely blown up by Hightower. Akinran Madi caught a pass a few yards behind the line of scrimmage, and as soon as he turned around, he got a face full of not Traylon Bellany. I guess it might be the guy that came in for Traylon Bellany. It's Gerard Scott.
Oyodi at Freeman May.
Anyway, I was going to tell you that we're also brought to you by Archer Volkswagen, but it'll have to wait till after this 3rd and 12 play. Garcia drops back, throws near the sideline, and a beautiful catch, but a flag comes in. The catch is made by Robert Sims, but I wonder what's going on. Could it be a push-off, a Michael Irvin, style push-off? In the meantime, while they sort it out, I'll tell you that Archer Volkswagen has been open since 1956 and ready to serve you even today. Archer Volkswagen is on Highway 59 South, just inside the Sam Houston Tollway, and you will feel like family at Archer Volkswagen. Brought to you by the Needville Insurance Agency. Put hundreds of dollars back in your pocket when Bradley Stavanaugh and the Needville Insurance Agency team shop all those insurance carriers, and they'll find the very lowest premium for you. You'll save your money on your car insurance, your home insurance, flood insurance, or all three. Call the Needville Insurance Agency at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. By the way, a personal foul has been called on one of the Hightower defenders, and that moves the ball out to the 47-yard line and gives Travis a first down. But that phone number, 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. You don't even have to leave your house, but he will save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. There goes Horace, straight up the middle. One of his best runs. They blocked it well, and he picked up 8. Got it to the 45-yard line into Hightower territory as we get to about the 10.5-minute mark.
With a strong carry out to the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the carry.
Tajarin is how you say Horace's first name, but Horace is so much easier. There goes Horace trying to get to the edge. That's been his most effective outside run as he carries it for 7 inside the 40 to the 38. That is a first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com. I'm a sports broadcaster. I'm not a DJ. I don't spin music, but if I did, I would say this one's going out to Skylar in Austin. By Chicago, I'm a man. There's a run up the middle. Akinran Madi trying to break through. Can't. He's a good-looking sophomore running back. Only picks up 2 on that play, however. I think that was one of the first songs that Chicago did where Peter Cetera was the lead vocalist. The lyrics go, I'm a man, yes I am, and I can't help but love you so. Hightower Band playing its music. 2nd and 8. Hightower has been dominant. They lead 38-0. Akinran Madi in motion, and now they give it back to Atkins on the reverse, and he gets to the sideline, but he can only pick up 3.
With 16.
He was escorted, and not so sweetly and nicely out of bounds by Quentin Pearson.
Atkins got near the 40.
3rd down and 7 after that short pickup.
.36-yard line. 3rd and 7.
Garcia sends Akinran Madi in motion, hands it off to Horace, running hard forward, but he's tripped up short of the first down. They'll probably have a decision to make. I imagine they'll go for it. Nice little submarine tackle. Chase Burden was the one who cut Horace's legs out from under him. And they're going to play quickly and go for it on 4th and 3. Garcia clapping his hands together, trying to draw Hightower off. The play clock is now at 22. He looks over at the sideline. We're at Tully Stadium tomorrow, 5:40 p.m. Ridge Point and Bush. Both teams winless on the season. And there is a handoff to Horace. Off the left side. Beautiful stretch play. Hurdles a tackle. I should have said hurdles a tackler. And I almost said hurdlers a tackle. Oh.
To Jerry and Horace.
It's been a long day. And it's 38-0. Anyway, beautiful run by Horace. And he gets to the 20. And it's first down from right there. They are in the red zone. Travis trying to avoid the shutout. Horace in motion to the left. Misdirection play. Akinrin Madi inside the 5. Fighting. Gets down to the 1.
19 yards.
Just short of a touchdown. Akinrin Madi. It was Darian Johnson. Akinrin Madi. And now under center is Garcia. He's going to try to sneak it. Flags fly, and it's a false start on Travis. They get on the threshold of the end zone, and now a 5-yard penalty will back them up. Mr. Godwin. His microphone's not working this time. There was one time it worked perfectly, and he sounded like he was in Dolby Stereo inside a movie theater. But all the other times, we either hear nothing or it kind of cuts out and only gives us the last 2 syllables. All right, it is 1st and goal, just outside the 5-yard line. There goes Akinrin Madi. Give to Horace. Into the end zone, standing for a touchdown, and the Tigers have scored.
That's 24 to Jerry and Horace. Tigers.
38-6 with the extra point to come. Your extra point specialist will be Anthony Rivera, just a sophomore. He's got some big cleats to fill. Sergio Rubio was a stud kicker. And his kick is up, and it's good. 38-7. We'll be back with more on VypeFortBend.com.
Next Level Urgent Care supports Fort Bend County sports and supports you whenever you're hurting. Next Level is here for the community, open 7 days a week, 9 till 9, for you and your family at more than 30 Greater Houston locations, including Sugarland, Sienna, Greatwood, Longmeadow, and 4 in Katy. From ow to wow, Next Level Urgent Care has you covered. And if you're short on time, Next Level has an app to get you in line right away. Just text NLUC APP to 313131 for Next Level Urgent Care.
Ever take your hands off the wheel and your auto starts veering left or right? That's your vehicle's way of saying, hey, I'm out of alignment and you're ruining the tires. First Tire and Automotive, 4 convenient locations, make sure you won't be driving crooked in the carpool lanes. Take advantage of free standard alignment with purchase of 4 tires and 15% on AC Delco batteries. Check out the website firsttireandauto.com for details and to book your appointment today. First Tire and Automotive with 4 convenient locations in Sugarland and Cinco Ranch. firsttireandauto.com.
All right, we're about to see another Travis kickoff. Well, another Travis kickoff? It's been a while since they kicked off. I guess they did kick off to start the second half. Here is Esteban, and he lets it fly. Teed it up in the middle of the hash marks, and it comes down to the 8-yard line. It is Davis. Davis across the 20. He makes a cut at the 25, still going, fighting, pushing, and tumbles forward. He will tumble for you. And I misidentified the kickoff returner.
by Hightowers.
It is Jacoby Ogbonna.
Jacoby Ogbonna, yeah.
All right, Hightower. I am going to assume that they are thinking, let's just grind it out, spin some clock. We got this game. But they might be working on things for future dates. And a quick pass out here to Kearney. They get it to him in space across the 30, 35, and stoned right there. Travis's defense is still playing hard, and they're making the occasional good play. Anthony Oliver was face to face there with Kearney on the tackle. We're across the 6-minute mark.
26 defensively, Anthony Oliver.
All right, so next week, Travis fans. By the way, if you're a Travis fan and you are still with us, you are a credit to the Travis family, because despite the fact that your team's getting it handed to them tonight, you are still supporting them. You can't be here at the stadium, but you are still supporting. And a whistle before the snap, I think it's going to be something on Hightower. But I was just going to tell you.
Start, number 32 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
And now the microphone works. Anyway,
back-to-back defending state champion North Shore.
On Tuesday the 13th, Travis Austin volleyball at Wheeler Fieldhouse, starting at approximately 6:30. That is Travis against Austin. And Rachel Kessler, who was at Kempner last year, is the Travis volleyball coach this year, and she has led her team already to a victory over George Ranch. Caleb Davis catches a hit screen, and his quick speed gets him between the tacklers and across the 45 to the 46. I don't think Hightower is done pursuing touchdowns. Not that they threw deep or anything, but
who made the reception?
I'm telling you what, that Caleb Davis is waterbug quick.
Davis.
Next week's games on Thursday, Elkins against Clements here at Mercer. On Friday, Travis against Dulles here at Mercer. And then on Saturday, Ridge Point against Hightower. That should be a good one. Swing pass to Kearney, gets outside the numbers. Sideline and tackled near the 40. Olaroon Femi made another tackle.
7-23 defensively for the home team.
They keep the clock going even though Kearney went out of bounds. And I'm good with that.
Jacob Woods for the receiver who picked up the first down for the Canes. Kearney.
All right, Hightower taking its time, getting assembled at the line of scrimmage.
40-yard line. Remember, students, we hope you've made your phone calls. The stadium will be closing immediately after this ball game. No one is allowed on the playing field nor the railing. Conclusion of this football game. Thank you.
4 minutes left. Dropping back to Stewart. He's going to throw it deep, but too long for his intended receiver. He was trying to reach Kenyon Grant.
11. Timmy for the Tigers.
Osenaiki, the defender for Travis. He's got his hands on his hips. I think he's kind of tired, and Travis's defense has every right to be tired. They have had to play a lot of downs tonight. So many of the Tiger possessions have been short ones. The tight end Jones moves to the right of the formation on 2nd down and 10. Stewart fakes a handoff, throws it over there into the flat. It's going to be a short gain, maybe about 3, and he got it to the guy he was trying to get it to earlier, that being Kenyon Grant. Short pickup. Travis doing a little substituting now. I see Darrell Bay running out there on defense.
2-5.
Replaces Jeremy O'Gene.
Jalen Davis, nowhere to go.
That last play, give him 2, not 3, and it's 3rd down and 8 for the Canes. Under center is the quarterback Stewart. And he hands it off. That's a big, productive running play. And there goes Bowen right up the middle for, I'm going to say,
first down, Hurricane.
14 yards and a first down. And 2 Tiger defenders are on the ground in his wake.
Young man for the Tigers, 23.
and the trainers go out to check them out. Actually, one of those players gets up, and that was Jacob Woods. He's okay, but there is a player down, and I can't really see the jersey number. Equitable Advisors financial professionals know the path to a fulfilling future begins with getting to know who you are and what matters to you most. Equitable Advisors work with people as individuals, and that's how they deliver on their mission, just like my friend Nick Arevalo, CFP. Talk to your local Equitable Advisor financial professional or visit nickarevalo.com. That's NICKAREVALO.com. Together, you can plan a future that reflects all of who you are. Equitable Advisors, LLC, New York, New York, member FINRA, SIPC. You don't have to be a Fort Bend teacher, although Nick Arevalo has helped thousands of Fort Bend teachers and other district employees land softly or prepare for that very comfortable retirement. And it's never too late, never too early to get things started and figure out exactly what you need to do to enjoy that comfortable retirement. And the Travis player who was injured is Temi Osanaiki, and he's up now and walking back toward the sideline. So you don't have to be a Fort Bend teacher. You don't have to be a teacher, period, or work for a school or a school district.
And Woods.
Just call Nick.
So they're able to sustain their injuries and get back into this ballgame, or lace them up and put them on again next week. We have 2:57 remaining in this first District 6A football game.
I think you heard the PA man.
Hightower Hurricanes.
2:57 to
and
go.
Travis Tigers.
And Hightower is still playing offense. They're not, going bombs away or anything. But they are still trying to advance the football. And there goes Bowen, but they string it out nicely, does Travis. In your face was Jaden McCoy, and it's no gain, 2nd and 10.
25, wrap it up to tackle, Jaden McCoy. That's 12, Jaden McCoy wrap it up to tackle on 25, Austin Bowen.
We'll be close to 2 minutes, if not under 2 minutes, when we snap it again.
For 2.
Hightower can run the clock under 2 minutes before they get it going again. By the way, I hope you don't mind. We're going to say a very quick goodbye when this is over. We got to pick up some signs that we have distributed all over the stadium, and we are going to use them tomorrow at Tully Stadium. All right, 2nd down and 10 and a flag. It's delay of game. They went ahead and let it run down to 1:51, but that was more time than they had.
Number 1.
Timeout number 1, as if anyone's keeping track of that, left in the game.
In November, folks, Fort Bend ISD has called an election to approve its tax
We'll be back.
Hey, Becky, what about this beat for your next song?
It's cool, but I'm into faster stuff lately. Like Xfinity that gives me beyond gig speeds.
Got it. What about this then?
It sounds powerful, just like Xfinity. Because its supersonic Wi-Fi has 3 times the bandwidth, you can connect hundreds of devices at once.
That's what I call power.
Unbeatable internet from Xfinity. Made to do anything so you can do anything.
Get the Xfinity Supersonic Bundle with unlimited gig speed internet, Wi-Fi equipment included, and a free 4K streaming box. All for $50 a month with a 2-year internet rate guarantee and no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/gig, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New Gigabit Extra internet customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity internet. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes wireless usage. After 24 months, regular rates apply. Requires compatible Xfinity gateway.
After the shortest timeout in the history of football, Hightower ran a play on 2nd and 10. Short pass to Tyrell Potter, their tight end. And now they give it to Bowen. He's busting loose inside the 10 and into the end zone for a late touchdown for Hightower.
Tacklers and making his way
running through an exhausted Travis Tigers defense. So they had called a timeout, and they threw the pass to Tyrell Potter for a gain of 6 or 7 yards. And so I was thinking, well, if they're going to throw it with less than 2 minutes to go, who knows what they'll do next. And they did run an ordinary play there. But Austin Bowen is a good-looking running back. And he can certainly fill the shoes of Jeremy Payne until Payne, who is injured, gets back. Dunphy on for the extra point. They're going to go for two. They fake it. Rolling to the right. Throwing. And incomplete. The receiver was knocked out of bounds. That kind of looked like they meant to, let the holder roll right and throw a pass. I don't know, but it's missed, and it's 44-7, and we've got 32.9 seconds to go. Sometimes you will see a holder will, the snap will skitter back to him, or maybe he won't catch it clean, and that's when he gets up and rolls out and tries to throw it to someone. That's happened once before in this game, and the two-pointer worked. The first score of this game was a safety when Travis's punt team had a snap go over the punter's head and out of the back of the end zone. And since then, it's 42 points to 7. Hightower with the advantage after that safety. So now I have a 44-7 score on the board. Man, we've had some one-sided games tonight. Chin up, Miss Sissom. That's the coach's daughter. Her brother's one of the quarterbacks, and that's when a family's got to pull together. Not just the family within each home, but the family within the team. Travis has not known tough times like these since I can remember. Dunphy's going to kick off with 32.9 to go, and I wonder if Travis will actually do a kneel down, even though they're the team that's trailing. The ball bounces up and hits. It hits Dwayne Chappelle in the jersey number, and he just falls on it. So that took, the scoreboard says that it took almost 3 seconds. No way it did, but no one's worried about it. They have it at the 24. Travis running it. Up the middle there goes a Kinran Mahdi with a quick 8-yard gain, and it will probably be the last play of the game. Yes, indeed, I believe it will be the last play of the game. Wait a minute. Travis is lining up. I think they want to do something. The clock is at 12. Garcia stepping up there. 9 seconds. And they're not going to run another play. That's it. Good night from Mercer Stadium for Skylar Gillespie, Merle Bertrand, Suna Venkat, and the entire Vype FortBend.com team. Our final score, Hightower 44, Travis 7, and our game is over. We will talk to you tomorrow at 5:40 p.m. Ridge Point and Bush from Tully Stadium. Good night and God bless.